Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Food School Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast on a mission to inspire a world where food makes us better. Today, guys, for sure, we are talking about the foods that do make us better. Specifically, we are talking about foods that help our immune system to work better, to work properly. And in the news these days, more and more often, you can hear from different governmental institutions and different food institutions, you can hear more and more that food is medicine. And even though it might not necessarily boost our immune system, but for sure it helps our immune system to work better, because our immune system is not some magical machine that works by itself. Just like anything in our body, our immune system needs certain nutrients, certain vitamins, minerals, and different substances to do its best job. Just like you and we do need certain conditions, maybe like internet, high-speed internet. Like we do need certain conditions to do our work at our best. Our immune system is the same. It needs certain tools to work better, and those tools happen to be certain vitamins and minerals. Well, among other things, like for example, maybe probiotics, because it helps our gut to work better, and 90% of our immune system is in our gut. But about that we'll talk in more details tomorrow or the day after, because today we are focusing on a few very specific nutrients that you need to take care of somehow daily you need to take care of them to make sure that your immune system is getting at least the very minimum of what it needs to work properly, because studies show that these specific nutrients have an effect on our immune system and how it works. So today we're talking about those specific few vitamins and minerals, and of course where to eat them from and what foods to focus on right now, specifically during this challenging for our immune system, for our health times. This pandemic. Today we're talking about this, and then tomorrow we are talking about gut health, because again 80-90% or somewhere in that range of our immune system is in our gut. So we need to help our gut to work properly, providing all the necessary tools and conditions and resources. And then on Saturday we are talking about nutrients that compromise our health in some form, in some way or the other. And those nutrients, according to statistics, most people are deficient in, and that's why there are problems with immune function or blood sugar regulation or blood pressure, or just in general cardiovascular health, or the amount of cancers that we are getting on a global scale. It all has to do with those nutrient deficiencies. Our body is not some isolated, again, machine or system or mechanism. Our body needs certain essential nutrition, and there are quite a few of them, like 30 that we know of or so, without even like proteins and fats and everything that we need, just the vitamins and minerals. So if we aren't getting a certain really important nutrients on a regular basis and we are deficient, we're gonna run in some problems sooner or later. That's just how it goes, guys. So let's get back to today's topic and feeding our immune system. Number one, vitamin C. It's proven by many studies that our immune system does need a vitamin C. It's body's major antioxidant, meaning that it helps our cells to withstand and to fight all the oxidative stress that we are getting on a daily basis. So a lot of things won't work properly if we aren't getting vitamin C. That's why, sailors back in the days when they didn't know about vitamins and minerals used to get those like bleeding gums, and their teeth would fall out, or like so many things would go wrong when we don't get our vitamin C, because it's a vital component, for example, to make collagen that is in all of our tissues, not just our skin, but our internal organs. So if we don't get vitamin C, all the tissues in our internal organs, they're going to be compromised, and so they might start bleeding internally, or something else might happen. So we aren't going to be working as organism properly without vitamin C, but it's also crucial for our immune system. And where do we eat our vitamin C on a daily basis? Guys, I personally recommend to additionally supplement, especially now during this pandemic. So get some good quality vitamin C supplement. Start with 500 milligrams. That's what I recommend for an everyday person, but especially for an average person, but especially if you are an athlete or just someone who is under a lot of stress, mentally and physically, and maybe you're exposed to some chemicals or radiation or what might have you. But yeah, I do recommend to supplement additionally, but I also recommend every day to cover your vitamin C requirement with foods. And those foods are things like Brussels sprouts or broccoli. You eat 150 grams of cooked Brussels sprouts or broccoli, and you get your daily need of vitamin C. By the way, guys, vitamin C is temperature sensitive, meaning the higher temperature you use, the more of it you're gonna destroy. That's why I recommend to cook your vitamin C rich foods like Brussels sprouts and broccoli gently, maybe steaming or sauteing on low and medium heat. So broccoli, Brussels sprouts, about 150 grams. I would go for more, vegetables, non-starchy vegetables. We talked about that before. Those foods, non-starchy vegetables, are the richest in vitamins, minerals, fibers, and the lowest in calories. So it's a win-win, guys, and you can make them super delicious really easily by adding some herbs and spices and your favorite oils. So Brussels sprouts and broccoli. And also when it comes to vegetables, you can look up different cabbages, especially for vitamin C. And whenever you think of adding some vegetable, you can Google it and Google your vegetable and then vitamin C content, and you're gonna see how much, if any, that vegetable has. Then of course some of our berries and fruit, those are amazing sources, because they are rich in vitamin C, but also because you can eat them raw without destroying any vitamin C. Although when you store your fruit and vegetables under light, some vitamin C with time will be destroyed too. So try to buy them fresh. Bell peppers, by the way, guys, bell pepper is the richest source of vitamin C. One big bell pepper, if you eat it raw, will contain about 250% of your vitamin C, of your daily vitamin C. So red bell pepper has the most, and then orange, yellow, green is the last. But yeah, bell pepper is the richest source of vitamin C. Just one big bell pepper will have about 250% of daily need. If you cook it, that will be less. And again, it depends on the temperature you use while cooking, how much vitamin C you're gonna destroy. So better eat them raw, maybe in your salad, or just crunch on it. Have it as your snack if you have any snacks, or maybe as an appetizer as a part of your daily meal. And now to fruits and berries. Strawberries, goji berries are also super high in vitamin C. I completely forgot about goji berries because it's not something you will find in every supermarket, right? Like goji berries, but I do know they are super rich in vitamin C. So a handful of in vitamin A. So we'll talk about them a little bit later. Vitamin C, back to berries, strawberries. 250 grams of fresh strawberries will have 100% of your vitamin C or so that you need per day. Eat more. Strawberries are delicious, super low in calories, super low in carbohydrates, and super rich in vitamin C and other antioxidants. Also, in some studies, proven to affect longevity of our cells and longevity and youth of us. So strawberries, amazing. They're not just delicious, they are also amazing for vitamin C, great immune booster. But if you cook them or eat them in jam, probably most of the vitamin C is going to be destroyed there. So only fresh, guys, frozen, guys. There are going to be less of vitamin C in frozen strawberries, but not much less. Cooking destroys much, much more. So maybe increase the amount of strawberries if they are frozen by like 50 grams if you want to get all the vitamin C from your strawberries. Then to fruit. Kiwis and oranges, probably the most common ones and the easiest to get and to eat. So 2 kiwis, 1.5 orange will give you about all the vitamin C you need. So 2 kiwis, 1.5 big oranges will give you 100% of your vitamin C daily need. So vitamin C, we covered that. Again, your vegetables, especially cabbages, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, 150 grams. Bell pepper is the richest source. One big bell pepper, red bell pepper, is about 250%. Then we have strawberries, kiwis, and oranges. And don't forget that cooking does destroy vitamin C. The higher the temperature, the more vitamin C is going to be destroyed. Now we're going to get to another vitamin. It's vitamin A. It's fat-soluble vitamin. It's a vitamin that a lot of people are deficient in. And I'm not sure why, because it's not that difficult to eat it in foods. But it is crucial for our immune system. Also, studies show that vitamin A, our immune system, every time it needs to do something, it needs vitamin A. Now, we're not always sure how it all works together, but we are sure that vitamin A is crucial for our immune system and also for our good vision, guys. So, vitamin A, where can we eat it? Well, the best form, the most absorbable, digestible, usable form of vitamin A, it's animal form of vitamin A that can be found in liver, any kind of liver, as little as 20-30 grams of, for example, beef liver. Gonna give you all the vitamin A you need per day. If you eat more, you're gonna get more vitamin A, and our body can easily store vitamin A. So if you eat a lot of liver once a week, let's say like 200 grams, then you're covered with your vitamin A for a whole week. So vitamin A, chicken livers, about 80 grams would have your daily need for vitamin A. So different livers would have different amounts, but suffice it to say that it's the richest source. And if you eat 250 grams of any liver, you would get all the vitamin A you need per week. So not that difficult, is it, guys? But then also you can get your vitamin A, provitamin A, that our body converts into the vitamin A that we need. You can get that from your orange vegetables. Like, for example, 2 average carrots, about 150 grams of carrots, cooked carrots will give you more than 100% of your vitamin A requirement per day. Or sweet potatoes. One big roasted sweet potato will give you all the vitamin A you need per day. Or, it's the season of pumpkins. While doing all the Halloween decorations, you might take that flesh and actually cook it. And about 200 grams of roasted or baked orange pumpkin will give you all the vitamin A, provitamin A you need per day, guys. So it's the season of the orange pumpkin, so use it for your immune system too. Don't let it go to waste. So pumpkins, sweet potatoes, carrots are amazing sources of provitamin A that our body will convert to the vitamin A we need. And liver is the best source of the vitamin A that our body does not need to convert into anything. Liver, guys, is also an amazing source of B vitamins, of iron, of choline, that is a nutrient that is super important for our brain, our nerve function. So liver is it's also quite a good source of zinc. So it's an amazing source of many nutrients. That's why I'm such a huge fan of liver as a nutritionist. So orange vegetables and liver for vitamin A. Then we are getting to the next vitamin D. A lot of people are also deficient in that vitamin, guys. And I also do recommend to supplement with vitamin D because more studies are coming out during pandemic, during COVID-19, that vitamin D is crucial to help you get sick less, pick up that infection less. And if you do get sick, to be sick less, meaning experiencing much less severe symptoms. So there were almost no death recorded, as far as I know, where vitamin D status was good, was adequate, and there was a death case from COVID-19. There are no cases registered, as far as I know, and they did those analysis and studies. So vitamin D, crucial for our immune system, guys. So I would, as I do myself, supplement with at least a daily amount. I will actually double that for now. And then I would also, as much as possible, as often as possible, like I did, for example, yesterday, I ate a lot of mackerel fillets. So I would, as much as possible, focus on vitamin D rich foods. One of the richest sources, period, canned cod liver, just 20 grams of this food will give you all the vitamin D you need per day. Plus, it will give you a lot of vitamin A, even more omega-3 fatty acids. 20 grams will give you probably like 2-3 day supply of vitamin A, daily need of vitamin D, and like weekly supply of omega-3 fatty acids, those DHA and EPA. So canned cod liver, seek it out, guys. It's worth every penny or pence or whatever your currency is that you spend on it. You don't need a lot. Again, 20 grams per day, that's all you need. The next richest source of vitamin D is herring. Is anyone out there loving herring as much as I do? So herring. 250 grams of herring. When it comes to seafood and fish, load up, guys. So 250 grams, it's your average portion from now on. So herring, 279% of your daily need of vitamin D in 250 grams of herring. Then we have salmon. Wild salmon would have more vitamin D compared to farmed. And in wild salmon, 250 grams, we're going to get about 150% of daily need for vitamin D. And again, all these surpluses, when it comes to vitamin A and when it comes to vitamin D, our body can store those vitamins because they are fat soluble. So our body can store them in our fat tissue. So vitamin D, vitamin A, right? Those are fat soluble, storable vitamins. So herring, 250 gram portion of herring, 280 80% of vitamin D daily need. And then we have salmon, wild salmon with 150%. And we also have mackerel that's going to have 120% of our daily need of vitamin D. And then also, just to give you some more information, one egg yolk would have about 12% of vitamin D. But again, the richest source is cod liver, just 20 grams, guys. And you don't have to worry about your vitamin D or vitamin A or omega-3 fatty acids for that day, or for vitamin A and omega-3s for some days after that. So we covered vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin D, crucial for our immune system. So, to give you an idea, like every day eat some vegetables or maybe some fruit with vitamin C to cover. And I also, again, recommend to supplement with 500 milligrams because we need vitamin C almost like for everything. Then for vitamin A, either eat a lot of liver once a week, or eat something orange like carrots, like sweet potatoes, like pumpkins, about 200 grams. Roasted is fine, or steamed or sauteed, or in case of carrots, raw. And for vitamin D, either a little bit of cod liver, or supplement. I recommend to supplement, especially during these challenging times. But then eat some cod liver or salmon or mackerel or herring or a lot of eggs. And then today also we are covering one of the most crucial, important for our immune function minerals that a lot of people aren't just eating, because it's actually not that easy to get it from foods that most people these days used to. So I'm talking about zinc. Like a lot of people are deficient in, and it's not that easy to get from foods. That's just how it goes, guys. Unless you are an oyster lover, then you are in luck, because just a couple of oysters, meat of a couple of oysters, will give you more than plenty of zinc. It will cover more than 100%. But again, you need to eat that daily. So with zinc, I also do recommend to supplement at least 15 milligrams. Per once a day, or maybe a couple of times per day. So zinc. And then I would eat as many as possible zinc-rich foods. Now, when it comes to plant-based sources of zinc, a lot of them would contain phytates or different plant compounds that would actually bind zinc and take it out of your body. So they are not, plant sources for zinc are not that great. Nobody knows how much exactly you're going to absorb and how much is going to be out of your system because of those different plant compounds and plant fibers. So yeah, for example, pumpkin seeds, 30 grams of pumpkin seeds on paper have 20% of our daily need for zinc. But how much of that is going to be absorbed in our digestive system and going to stay? Nobody knows. That's why animal sources and supplementation are the best. If you love oysters, eat a couple and you'll be covered. Plus, you get a lot of B vitamins and you're going to get omega-3 fatty acids. So oysters are amazing. Just a couple is enough. You might use it as an appetizer to one of your meals every day. Mussels, for example, that I love, and I'm going to be eating 400 grams of those today, 250 grams of mussels that also have tons of B vitamins, tons of omega-3s, tons of a lot of other minerals. But when it comes to zinc, 250 grams would give us just 50% of our daily zinc requirements. So, you'll need to eat quite a lot of mussels. Even with my 400 grams of mussels, I won't be covering all of the zinc that I need per day. Then beef is your next best source. By the way, guys, remember that leaner cuts and meat and parts of animals have more zinc. Fat has none. So the fattier the cut, the less zinc it's going to have. So when it comes to zinc, leaner cuts of any animal would have more zinc. So average lean beef, 230 grams of lean beef would have about 75% of your zinc requirement. The next best source from land animals, lamb, so that's about 60% per 230 grams. Again, average lean cuts. And then pork would have only about 40%, and chicken, not white meat, but dark meat, like for example, thighs or other parts, 20%, just 20%. So oysters is like hands down the best source. Couple of oysters, you're done. Mussels, 250 grams, just about 50%. So beef is the next best source after oysters, even though you would need to eat quite a lot. And that is 230 grams is about 75%. Then lamb is about 60%, pork 40, chicken 20, and pumpkin seeds, as I mentioned, probably one of the richest sources of plant-based zinc that, again, nobody really knows how much you're gonna absorb with your digestive system or any one of us. So pumpkin seeds, 30 grams, 1 ounce, about 20% of your daily need for zinc. But again, because of the absorption issue and different plant compounds that prevent our body from absorbing that zinc, I recommend to eat your animal-based zinc-rich foods and supplement either 15 milligrams once a day. I actually recommend for this specific time, COVID-19 pandemic, I recommend to double that a couple of times per day. So 15 milligrams, for example, once, and then 15 milligrams with another meal. So here we go. We covered some, not all of them, because our immune system is complicated. We couldn't cover all of the things, nutrients that our immune system needs. But the thing is, if you do decide to eat all of these foods and focus on them, foods that we talked about today, chances are you, as a bonus, are going to be getting all the other nutrients too. Like imagine if you eat all those vegetables and seafood and liver and orange vegetables and omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D sources, you're going to be getting a lot of other nutrients with all of that too. So that's why whole foods are so amazing. They don't just bring one thing, they bring a whole range of nutrients, especially things like shellfish and seafood, but also organ meats. Yeah, organ meats are amazing, and vegetables. So we covered today, again, vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin D, zinc. And as I noted, vitamin C, I would supplement on top of your foods, 500 milligrams a day. With vitamin A, I really highly recommend to eat a lot of liver once a week and be done with that, or eat a little bit of cod liver, 20 grams every day, and you're going to cover your omega-3s, your vitamin D, your vitamin A with just a little bit of food. With zinc, I do recommend to supplement, and with vitamin D, I do recommend to supplement too on top of the foods. So you for sure are getting the essentials that your immune system needs to work properly to protect you from anything that will come your way. And the better our immune system works, even if we do get sick, we get sick with much less symptoms than we would if we didn't have a properly functioning immune system. That's why it's important to focus on these nutrients, and you're going to be hearing more and more about these nutrients and foods with these nutrients. So you might as well go ahead and start earlier. start eating more of these foods today. Plus, again, a little bit of herbs, spices, your favorite oil, and these are so delicious and yummy, guys. If you need any recipe suggestions or ideas for simple, fast, easy cooking, I'm all about that. I'm not a chef, I'm a nutrition coach. I like my food to be delicious, nutritious, fast, and convenient, all of that at the same time. So if you need advice on that, please do reach out via email, angela@createyourself.today, or on any social media like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, where you find me. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do not forget to share this episode with people you care about so they can too support their immune system. So share this episode, learn together, maybe as a family or a unit, like maybe you have roommates, share with them too so they also eat more of those foods and you all stay healthier, because especially when you are in one household, you want everybody to be healthy. Otherwise, somebody can pick something up and bring it home, right? So everyone needs a strong immune system. So please do share. Please reach out if you have any questions. And guys, till next time, as usual, and for many days ahead, please do eat some immune supporting foods.